Why were Betty Boop cartoons so adult before Hays Code? Imagine a time when animated characters could push boundaries and explore themes that today might seem surprising in cartoons. That's exactly what happened during the early 1930s with Betty Boop. These cartoons were made during the pre-code era, a period before strict rules were enforced on what could be shown on screen. Back then, Hollywood films and animations could include risqué jokes, sexual innuendo, and more mature content without much censorship. Betty Boop was created as a jazz baby flapper, embodying the lively, flirtatious spirit of the jazz age. Her character was designed to be a fun, carefree symbol of the era's lively culture, which naturally attracted adult audiences. In these early cartoons, Betty was often shown as a sex symbol with a baby face and a curvy figure. She was dressed provocatively and placed in situations filled with suggestive dancing, flirtation, and even references to adult vices like drug use. Some cartoons hinted at drug use, like opium, which was a common theme in that time but would be considered inappropriate today. The cartoons mixed surreal, absurdist humor with risqué jokes, making them more like musical videos for jazz tunes than typical children's cartoons. This adult tone made Betty Boop stand out and gained her popularity among grown-up viewers. Because there were no strict censorship rules, animators could include content that today would be considered inappropriate. They could show suggestive dances, innuendos, and even subtle references to illicit activities. Betty's character often played the role of a good girl who resisted lascivious advances, which added a layer of innocence to her flirtatious image. This mix of innocence and sexuality was part of her charm and appeal. However, in 1934, the Hays Production Code was introduced. This set of strict guidelines banned indecent exposure, sexual innuendo, drug references, and other adult themes. Once the code was enforced, Betty Boop's cartoons had to change. Her provocative clothing was replaced with more modest outfits, her flirtatious behavior was toned down, and her stories shifted to more wholesome topics like babysitting or household chores. This change made her less provocative and caused her popularity to decline. In short, Betty Boop cartoons were so adult before the Hays Code because they were created during a time when animation and Hollywood films could freely explore mature themes. The pre-code era allowed animators to push boundaries and create content that was playful, risqué, and fun for grown-ups. Once the rules changed, her character was sanitized, and her cartoons lost much of their original adult charm.